I've been zoning.
Siege machines, like throw your CC troops into a stone slammer and effectively mimic the attack with a little bit more strength out of that big old tanky stone slammer. So here we go. Let's go check out stacks here. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to use code ERIC if you want to help support the channel. You put that in your settings tab. It's the very bottom. Makes so Supercell gives us a little bit of a kickback. So the basic idea here is we're going to zap out 2 air defenses. After we zap out 2 air defenses with 3 lightning and 1 earthquake, if you weren't aware, during one of the more recent updates, they changed the health of the air defenses, so you can't actually take it out with just 3 lightning anymore. You have to have 3 lightning and an earthquake. So we want to use that as a funneling point for the heroes. Then we want to go funnel the other side and actually take out something as cheaply as possible with a baby dragon. In this case, I used a wizard on the top side. I used the heroes on the bottom side, and then it just started to collapse in so that the dragons went right in between the 2 lightnings and surge into the core. The golem comes down with the heroes, so they can go all the way in there and they can go take an air defense there. And we want to keep the heroes away from the CC troops when we do this. We push our way in and we have a rage. We can use that rage while we fight off the enemy queen, while we fight off the enemy CC, and while we're fighting sweepers especially. When you're fighting a sweeper and you're fighting heavy defenses like the enemy queen, then it can cause a lot of problems. I accidentally dropped my lava hound with my dragons during this attack here. Sometimes if I'm going straight into an air defense and like my heroes couldn't reach one and I want to have the dragons to initially charge directly into one, then I'll drop in a lava hound with them, and I just kind of got in the habit of that. This lava hound was actually meant for this backside air defense, so I could swarm it with some balloons as soon as the dragons were engaging this multi-inferno, and it kind of worked out here. The heroes ended up dying, but look at this golem wrapping around the base here even after the heroes died, and the heroes ended up fighting the CC. So I had to find a different way to get to this air defense. So instead of using the freeze into core, I used the freeze to lock down the multi-inferno, and then I used those balloons and I took out the air defense anyway. So it kind of worked out for me. And watch this golem at the end of the attack here. Like all of my dragons started to die out, and as soon as that multi-inferno goes down, then the golem actually laps around the base here and goes over to the Teslas and helps me tank the rest of the way through. We'll pop that into fast speed, and we will go check out my next attack here, because the next one, I did something a little bit interesting. We did a couple wall breakers, and we put my heroes into the base there. And we even used wall breakers for a very, very interesting purpose that is not breaking a wall. So let's head over there and let's go check that out. And we got a lot of other attacks here. Just interesting attacks there to get your idea spinning so you can go out here and smash some of your own. So here we go. So this one, watch what we did the wall breakers at the opening of this attack. So first of all, we have air defenses here, and we could grab like the top ones. Like if I went after the top ones, I'd have to get the arch tower with them, and that's fine. Arch tower, air defense, decent value for the lightning. But I decided when we know that the Teslas are here, I was able to go in here and use the lightning after using the wall breakers to get the Teslas to pop up. Then I was able to use that as a funneling point there. So 2 Teslas and an air defense, better than an archer tower and an air defense. And not only that, but I was able to hit that outside building all the way in the edge, and I use that as a funneling point there for the heroes to come in. So with that funnel that is already established by the lightning, the heroes are going to stick to the outside, basically the same as the other attack there, except for I didn't have to expend any extra troops like the wizard or whatever I used in the last attack. And then I sent in, watch this, look at this. We had this inferno here, and in one of the more recent updates as well, they made so that if you send in at least 6 wall breakers, even if they all die while touching the wall, even though that multi-inferno kills them all, then they will have their death damage still destroy the wall. So even if I have a small bomb or a giant bomb or anything like that, as long as I make it to the wall, they're still going to explode and they're going to open the wall. So with the lightning and the heroes working up the left side there, they're gonna actually get forced right into that multi-inferno through the wall break, and then the golem tanks for them as the dragons come in the bottom. I just use a minion at the other lightning to make so that the dragon stays centered on the base, and then we just kind of coast through. So I have a lava hound and I have a couple balloons on standby, and they're gonna come in after the other air defense that we didn't get already, and we're gonna use it properly, unlike the last attack that I showed you where I kind of messed it up here. I could have got more value out of this freeze. I was a little bit off on it. I guess it did all right there. And then we ended up pulling the CC with the heroes like kind of late in the attack there. A bunch of goblins came out, but the dragons dealt with all the air CC earlier in the attack. Then the lava hound comes in the backside, snipes off the air defense with the help of those balloons, and then the lava hound can go right into helping with the dragons as they sweep to the last little bit here. So look at the heroes. The heroes go all the way through this attack here because they had that golem there tanking for them. The king actually popped his ability way late in the attack here and surged forward, and then the dragons killed everything before he got forward, and the golem ended up surviving, and it got a huge value out of the heroes. Like, why would you even bother with like a queen walk or something like that when you could just throw a golem in front of it for like half the army cost? What is a queen walk is like 50 to 70 troop space, like 56 to 70 troop space there to get 4 or 5 healers, when you can just throw a golem in there for 30 troop space and your heroes still survive to the end a lot of times, or at least they get enough value that it was totally worth it to bring that golem. And you don't need any spell support, which is freeing up all the spells for the lightning, so it works out really nice. Okay, we're gonna go check out this last attack that went through the war. Is right here is Casanova who did this one. And I haven't watched this one all the way through, but I saw that he used a golem, and I always love when people throw a golem in. I feel like every time we use a golem with this attack, it just works. It ends up going through, and every time we don't use a golem, it doesn't. So it just improves the effectiveness of your heroes that much. So he sends in here with lightning to hit out the air defense and the inferno and a couple buildings around it, and then he sends in the lightning, or the quake I mean, right in between to go finish those buildings off. So there's still 3 air defenses on the base standing, and so he wants his heroes to go and deal with those, and he adds the golem to make sure that they can get all that value. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes, guys. Look at the baby dragon up there. It's gonna clear out that entire corner all by itself. Then the dragons come in and they're going after the last air defense. So this is what I was talking about, that first attack. If you're gonna go and have the dragons charge in air defenses kind of in the middle of the base there, you want to throw a hound on it. That way the dragons aren't getting beat down as they make their approach through all these high hit point structures. And then if we fight a sweeper, we want to have a rage ready, but he didn't bring a rage heal here. I think he should have brought a rage. I told him afterwards that the rage while he's fighting off the sweeper, especially while he's going to the queen and the expos and all that right there, the sweeper just keeps on knocking him back, and it makes it very difficult for him to get to that multi-inferno. But luckily, his queen, because he had the extra tanky from the golem, was able to step all the way in there. She took out that enemy queen. His king finished off most of the CC troops on the ground there, and any air CC went over to the dragons, and they're able to clean it up here. Baby dragon finally clears out that top corner, joins up with the group there, and immediately dies. So look at the dragons here. Like, definitely should have brought a rage here, I think. Yeah, I mean, he still made it through, so I mean, kudos to him. We'll top that in the fast speed, and we're gonna go look at some other ones here. I think we'll just go check out one more, and we'll call it a video, guys. And notice a lot of people were asking for more Town Hall 11 videos. We haven't covered Town Hall 11 in a few days here. I want to make sure that we go and give you a Town Hall 11 video tomorrow. I actually have Noah's Ark for that, where you use one of every single troop. It's a really cool video. Even if you're not Town Hall 11 yet and you're still playing Town Hall 10, definitely go check that video. It's really cool. All right, guys, this last one is just a really interesting use of a golem. He used it completely different than how we used in other attacks here. He starts off with using 4 lightnings and an earthquake in the top corner because he's also going after the inferno. 1 extra lightning, 100% worth it there. Then he does the same thing on the bottom side there, except for with 3 lightning in the quake to take out the air defense and the defenses around it. Now he just needs to form a funnel, and normally I'd say come in right from the top side and funnel out both sides of the lightning and charge in there. But he's decided to go with a little bit different approach here. And you'll see how he uses the golem to set up this attack in a different way. So the dragons are coming in the bottom corner here. He has a hound, and that goes and takes one of the air defenses while the heroes work their way in and they go take out that air defense. He could have added a golem in front with the heroes, and he could have got more value out of them. Definitely a possibility. He did have a lot of what looks like a witch and a bunch of goblins out of the CC. That kind of slowed up his heroes. Could have used some splash damage there and got a lot more value. But he popped his king ability there, and that was able to clean up those troops a little bit faster because he had all the extra barbarians. But the dragons move into the core of the base here, and they have to fight off that queen. Once again, I like to see a rage while we fight the queen because she can't snipe off a lot of dragons unless they all engage her at once. You gotta be super careful with that. Then he sends in a golem on the opposite side of the base, and that tanks all the defenses over there. Like, there's the king over there beating on it as well, but the golem just makes so the balloons can move through so easily. I mean, honestly, probably could have thrown in a lava hound on the backside and been fine. Maybe he even meant to send in the golem with the heroes initially and just realized, oh crap, I forgot it. And he sent in the backside. I don't know exactly what his thought process was there, but we can see how the golem still got huge amounts of value on the backside. And I'm going to say that's probably maybe an accident? I want you guys' opinion on that. Was the golem on that last attack intentionally like that, or did you just forget to drop it with the heroes? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think of this attack here, and if it works for you, then come back later and come check out some more Town Hall 10 attack strategy guides. We have tons of them. The Town Hall 10 playlist is going to be popping up right over there in just a second. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to use code ERIC, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I